back, everybody. It's Maisie here from Devils United, and with me I've got Talk, I've got Danny, I've got Luca, and I've got Emmanuel. How are we all?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for inviting me on the channel. Appreciated. Thank you very much, Mason. And
it's been a pleasure.
I'm good.
Good.
A pleasure to be here.
Today we're going to be talking about the Man United game versus Newcastle, which is going to be this weekend. So what are we all thinking about the game against Newcastle? I'll go to you first, Talk.
Well, it's going to be. It's a big moment for a certain player. You know, it's going to be the moment where we see Cristiano Ronaldo make his comeback. I'd like to see him walk out with Sir Alex Ferguson. That would be a real touch if they did that. Let them walk out first, and then the team go behind them. That'd be class. But whether we'll see that, I don't know. But so yeah, and I'm expecting a real authoritative and sort of statement performance. If I'm honest, you know, I think we all want to see a statement performance. But the one question I want to sort of throw back to you is, do you see Ole using Ronaldo the whole game, or do you see him playing Ronaldo in halves?
That's a good question. For me, I thought Ronaldo is going to start because it's his debut and he wants to obviously make a name because he's come back to the club after so many years. He wants to show that I'm in love with this club. But will he do the full 90 minutes? No, I don't think so. I feel like maybe if, for example, someone don't play alongside him, I feel like Cavani might come on for him in the second half, maybe the 70th minute perhaps.
I mean, for me, I don't know what you guys think, Danny and Luca and Emmanuel, but I think for me, with Ronaldo, if you play him in halves, if Ole plays him in halves, I think that will give him the license to actually do whatever he wants to do. He can drift out to the wing. He can drop deep in the midfield. Because if he's only playing 45 minutes, he's got more than enough in his tank to do that and to do that well. So, and you know, we'll have to wait and see. But it'd be interesting to see what you guys think about that.
What is everyone all thinking about what Talk has said? I'll start with you first, Luca.
You know what, right? As an Arsenal fan, by the way, Manchester United versus Newcastle, I think it's a big moment for Cristiano Ronaldo. I did hear that will he play on Saturday, because I heard that he might not make his debut on Saturday because of restrictions, but he could wait his Champions League debut, which is next week. But if he does play, I think it's a really good moment for Cristiano Ronaldo. Like Manchester United fans, I bet you lot as Manchester United supporters are really looking forward to see your hero coming back to Old Trafford for the first time as a Manchester United player in 12 years. And to me as an Arsenal fan, I'll look forward to see Cristiano Ronaldo come back to the Premier League, because I think he's still got enough quality. I think he's got at least about 2-3 years in him, and I think he has to start. He has to start for Manchester United. There's no, without doubt, a shout. There's no way Solskjaer cannot say, "Oh, he's not fit. He's played international football." There is that kind of excuse. No, he has to play, because, to be honest, as a 36-year-old, he does not act like a 36-year-old. He acts like probably around my age. So at the end of the day, right, I think playing Cristiano Ronaldo for Manchester United is crucial.
And what are you thinking, Emmanuel?
I think it's a big opportunity. It's very huge. It's so huge. I mean, he has to start. Even Ole said it in one of his press conferences. He said he didn't say Ronaldo to come and sit on the bench. So I believe he's going to start, and we are all expecting that. We are all expecting him to start.
Yeah.
And what about you, Danny?
I think this is one of the most important games of the season, because ever since the transfer window ended, we've not actually seen like the full strength squad. Obviously, Rashford's going to be out, but I think this is a proper statement that we can make. If we go out there with Sancho, Ronaldo, all of our best players on that pitch, and absolutely tear up, we're going to be the new fear factor in the Premier League. It's not going to be City anymore. It's not going to be Liverpool. It's going to be us. I think that's huge.
Yeah, 100%. And do you know what? To back that up is exactly our back line. You know, when you look at our back line, whether it be Delo or whether it be Wan-Bissaka, depending on what teams are doing against us, whether they're sitting back or if they're going to threaten on a break, then we've got cover for that position in that position for that scenario. So for us, the number 6 position has always been a bit of a bugbear this last few seasons. But you know what? I just think now, like I've been saying all along for months and months and months with Ollie, he's got to start taking more risks and being a bit more braver and just saying, look, let's not worry now too much about what's going on behind us because we've got those 2 there as safety nets, right? And whether he chooses Fred or not, whoever he decides to put in that role at number 6, then as the defensive-minded player, then they've just got to. If they can play that game where they are the sort of last man, so to speak, before the 2 at the back, and we then just pour it on teams with a high line and just put it on them, because with, like I said, Cristiano Ronaldo in that front line drifting, he can drift left, he can drift right, Sancho can drift inside, Martial, if it's Martial, can drift inside, or Greenwood or wherever. So between them, or if he plays a 2, I mean, we're all talking here like we know what he's going to do when we don't. I mean, he may well decide to play a 4-4-2. You know, he might go 4-4-2. Imagine that, Cavani and Ronaldo. Holy moly, that's very like unreal. You know.
You have actually brought me here to my first question as well, which was about Ronaldo and seeing if someone was going to play alongside Ronaldo. So I'd love to know what you do think whilst I've got you there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's about the balance of the midfield on that in that respect to them, because obviously we know at the back we're covered, we're all right at the back. Luke Shaw can get forward with the ball, we know that. Wan-Bissaka is not the greatest at going forward, but however he does provide protection for the back 3. So if he decides, if Ollie makes the change and says, you know what, I'm going to give Lindelof the opportunity here to play this number 6 role, to slot into a back 3 if necessary, if we get caught out. So, and he does that, then you know what, Lindelof could play as part of a 4 in the midfield, you know, and then with the 2 up front and you've got 2 wide playing midfield players. Well, don't have to necessarily be wide players. It can, Bruno and Pogba. They can go wide, or they can come inside. It doesn't really matter. But then when you've got players like Luke Shaw and Dalot or Wan-Bissaka to move up and also shore it up, and cover, it's an option. It's a real option for him. And like I said, with those 2 up front, you've got to think of the effect it has on the opposition. Is looking behind them and going, shit. Wait a minute. Sorry. I just put myself in that mindset. They're looking at that and they're thinking, wait a minute. You've got like 2 of the most deadliest strikers like on the planet. What do we do? You've got to make changes for that. And if them 2 with their movement, we all know what Cavani's movement's like. He's all over the place, and he's going to make loads of space for Ronaldo. And we know what his striking abilities are. Not only is, but it's. I mean, listen, it's a dream come true if we see it. To be fair.
Danny, what do you think? Do you think Ronaldo will start, or if so, do you think someone will play alongside him?
I think Ronaldo will start this. I was thinking about this last night. This is weird because this is not what I normally think about at night. But I was thinking, if they play for like a 4-4-2, right, and they have Pogba on the left, and then like a Donny and a Bruno in midfield, then Donny has got the opportunity to come back and sort of sit back in that number 6 role. Either that, or if, say, Rashford's fit and you've got the Bruno and Pogba in midfield and Rashford on the left. We was talking about this last time. You don't need both your wing-backs bombing forward. Because if you're pushing down one side, you don't need the other guy. Like Wan-Bissaka, for example, pushing up the other side. So that person could slot in the midfield then and sort of create that 3, if you will, and sort of sit in between like the 2 centre-backs. So I think if they did that, that'd be unreal, honestly. That would be like a dream.
Yeah, 100%. What are you thinking, Luca, with the question?
I think Cristiano Ronaldo will start. If he can play the weekends for Manchester United for Solskjaer, I think he can start for United, because it'd be interesting what formation Solskjaer would play, because with Cavani, would he play despite Cristiano Ronaldo and Cavani giving their numbers, swapping their numbers? Where would Cristiano Ronaldo play? That's the interesting thing. Would he play as a centre forward? Would he play as he was when he was at Manchester United? And as an Arsenal fan, will I know what formation Manchester United will play? Maybe they'll play a 4-4-2. Maybe they'll play the one up top. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's quite a difficult one because I do feel like more than likely we're going to probably put Ronaldo up front on his own, but I would absolutely love to have a Ronaldo and Cavani. I would even love a Ronaldo and Greenwood together because if either one of them alongside Ronaldo will be absolutely insane. It's just an absolute dream to see, to be honest.
I think Greenwood would work well because he's got that pace anyway, whereas Ronaldo's more of like not a poacher, but he's not as quick as he used to be. He's more goal orientated. So if he's getting in that space and Greenwood's pulling defenders left and right, unstoppable there. Mm-hmm. Unstoppable.
And everyone in the comments as well, tell me, what do you think? Do you think Ronaldo will start? Do you think someone will play alongside Ronaldo if that's the case? Let me know what your thoughts are. And whilst everyone gets their thoughts in, I'll go through some of the comments because I know I've got quite a few here. Big up here to Rich Sports, big up to Jordan, also big up to Gary, big up to King Tony. Hope you're having a lovely holiday. I've got my friend here, Fabrizio Romano. Please can you tell me some sources today? I'd really love to know some more because you promised. King Tony, Fab Romano. So has Arteta got the sack yet? I'm sure Luca would absolutely love that. Jordan, you are Man United fan now. Fab King Tony, he's been rewarded with a new 4-year contract. Conquers our trust in the process. Michael, big up Maisie and everyone. Big up to you too, Michael. Jason, Charlie thinks Grealish is better than Mount and thinks Ronaldo is all for pens.
No.
Everyone knows that's an absolute lie, and Ronaldo is the best player in the world. Everyone just knows that. So I think if that is the case, then maybe it might be just a little bit more upset because he hasn't come to City, isn't it? Jason, Luca, Stephen's got a United shirt just for you. Static, hey Maisie and panel. Hey there, Static. Thank you for tuning in.
Big up Static.
Jason, big up Queen Maze, Talk and Danny, my bros. Big up to you too, Jason.
Yo, Jason.
I've got here as well. John, greetings to you good people. How are you? I'm doing great as always. Big up to the panel. Big up to you too, John. Thank you as well for tuning in.
Big up, John.
Jordan has said the same, Jason. Oh, he said that, yeah. We've got Ankit here. Big up to you, Ankit. I hope you're well.
I always see his tweets.
Yeah, Ankit. Good luck.
Maisie, if I ever get invited to the panel one day, I'd be honoured. You're more than welcome to come on anytime. Give me a message on Twitter or give me a message on Instagram. Let me know if you need any of them and I will give you the details in the chat for you and you can just give me a follow and give me a message of when you're free. I'd love to have you on as well. We have had good laughs on streams before, so I'd absolutely love for you to come on. I know Jordan called me a Liverpool fan the other night after someone else called me one just for payback.
Is there anything worse as a Man United fan? There isn't.
No. Calm down.
I think Ronaldo will be brought on as a sub in the second half. Static, hey wow, you're a moderator, congratulations. Yep, I'll also put you as a moderator as well, Static. Remind me at the end and I'll do that for you as well. I'd love to have you on as a moderator too. Jade, big up Maisie chat and panel. Big up to you, Jade. I hope you're well.
Hi, Jade.
John has got a question. Which 3 Man United players should I take for my fantasy football? I wouldn't give you my secrets.
Yeah, John,
I'm sure he likes 20th
mate.
in the league or something, yeah.
Yeah, John, mate, you know better than that, mate. We ain't going to give you that information, son. Come on.
I'll give you the idea. Phil Jones. Put Phil Jones on.
Yeah, that's a good one, mate. Yeah.
Good call.
I've got it. Yeah, Phil Jones, Steve Bruce, and Gary
Tom
Palace.
Eaton.
Yeah, happy days.
I put Arteta on for Arsenal as well. Fabrizio Romano, Ronaldo is going to be great for everybody's fantasy football. Yep, that is absolutely correct. But do not give it away for anyone, Fab. Hi there to you as well, Gary. Luca, that's rubbish. 36 is not too old. Look what Zlatan did for Man United when he came. Age is just a number. Ronaldo will smash it. Jordan has said a bit of go to Meza. So I'll just go through the rest of the comments a bit later on because I know there is quite a few comments. I've got Emmanuel back here. So we'll go to my next question, which was, do you think Ole will make any changes to ensure a win? I'll go to you first, Danny. What do you think? Do you think Ole might change the squad or his tactics or his formation, anything?
I think he'll drop Fred. I think Donny's going to come in. I feel like it's his time. And he said in that interview, did anyone watch the interview with Five?
I've not seen
Donny?
it yet, no.
Oh, it's good. But he was saying how he could play like a number 6, and I feel like that was just a little... I feel like that was a hint. So I think he's going to drop Fred for Donny. I think we're going to see Pogba on the left, and I think we're going to see another surprise. I don't think he'll make many changes, just them.
And everyone in the comments also do say your opinion and what you think, if you think Ole's going to make any changes. I'll go to you next, Emmanuel. Do you think Ole's going to make any changes to ensure a win?
I don't think he's going to make much changes, though. I don't think he's going to make much changes. I think he will drop Fred. Yeah, because Fred has not been that good in the past 2 matches. So I think he will drop Fred. Just Fred.
Who do you think he'll come on for then if Fred does get dropped?
I think Donny van der Beek should be given a chance because I think he should be given a chance in the starting.
And just on that, if he doesn't drop Fred, then there's an issue because the game against Wolves, he was absolutely manhandled.
He was shocking.
Adama Traore, he let him through 4 or 5 times. Oh my God. I was screaming at the TV. If he doesn't drop him, if that was anyone else or a different manager and they saw someone playing like that, they wouldn't be in. They wouldn't even be on the bench.
No.
I think he needs to make a proper big statement to Fred. Drops him until he improves.
What are you thinking, Luca? Do you think Ole will make any changes? I'll put chances instead of changes. Oh my God. Silly me. I've only just noticed. Oh my God. Yeah, go on, Luca.
The thing is, it all depends. I think he will make some changes because it's against Newcastle at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo, like I said earlier in the stream, if he can play, yes, I think he will come in. And I think Fred was awful against Wolves. And I think he's got to be dropped. And you've got to give Donny van Beek a chance because what I can remember, I remember the game when we beat you at Old Trafford last season. Donny van Beek played really, really well. And he came on and should have got, he had that chance where Man Utd should have scored towards the end. So I think he will make changes. And I think people say that Donny van Beek, Man United fans, some Man United fans have been critical saying about, Donny van Beek's not played, should we get rid of him? But I still believe, right, we were linked with Donny van Beek in the transfer window, right at the beginning of the transfer market, and I would have taken him. I think he's a better upgrade than Granit Xhaka. And for me, I think you've got to give him a chance because I still think there's a player in there, despite... Yes, it's not worked out. Solskjaer might actually not want to use him, but Fred's been rubbish recently. So you've got to throw in someone like a Donny van Beek. And I'm sure if Cristiano Ronaldo and Sancho are there, they might want to see Donny van Beek being given a chance. So I think he will make some changes for the weekend for you lot.
What are you thinking, Tark?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to think that he's going to make changes. And again, this is all dependent upon the fact that is he going to stick to the 4-2-3-1 or is he actually going to switch it, to maybe even a 4-3-3 roundabouts or even, like we said, a 4-4-2 with the diamond. Because for me, that diamond, a 4-4-2 diamond offers Ollie a real an opportunity to get minutes for Donny van der Beek because when you play that diamond, you have the one. Bruno would be in the middle of that diamond. You would put Bruno in the middle of that diamond, Pogba on the left, Donny van der Beek on the right, and then the one at the back, somebody, either Scotty Mack or even Matic, to be fair. So there's options, but yeah, I would like to see Fred dropped just so that he does sort of, feel he understands that. No, listen, that is not good enough. You cannot play like that for Manchester United and expect to get the next game. It's just not good enough. But he also has to as well. He's got to also consider what is going to be the best setup for Ronaldo. If Ronaldo's starting as the striker, what's going to give Ronaldo the best sort of? How are we going to be able to feed him? Let's put it that way. We need to feed Cristiano Ronaldo. We don't, unless Ollie gives him the license to, again, like I say, drop deep if he needs to, or even switch play from left to right, and vice versa. If he's only going to play one half, then great. But if he's not, and he's going to try and play in the whole game, and we're going to feed him, then we need to consider that balance in the midfield in order for us to make sure that Ronaldo does not come out a frustrated player. And because for his debut, can you imagine that? He wants. Well, I say debut. You know what I mean? His return. He does not want to be in a setup where he's continually making runs, taking advantage of space and blah blah blah. But there's no service to him. He's going to that's going to really. He's not going to like that one little bit. Neither are we as fans. So this is the quandary for Ollie now. He's got to try and figure this out. The midfield puzzle. Because let's have it right. The back looks after itself. You've got Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, and either Dalot or Wan-Bissaka. Then, all right, Lindelof as well in the equation. But so that looks after itself. And as we said before, Luke Shaw knows how to get forward and support. Wan-Bissaka knows how to get forward to not support in the same way as Shaw, but he does offer something going forward. He's just got to offer some support for if it's Jadon Sancho. Give Jadon Sancho options. That's all you need to do. For Jadon Sancho, you don't want to keep him isolated out there on his own because he'll just get outnumbered, and that'll be the end of that. So it's that middle of the park balance and what he does up front for me with Ollie, and I'm so intrigued. I just want to know now. I might actually give him a call after the stream and just say, bro, spill the irons, mate. Spill the beats, mate. Because I'm going out of my mind with anticipation. It's like it's like being a kid again, isn't it? Like Christmas is around the corner, but that corner just keeps bending round and you never get there. I mean, it's like, come on, I need to know.
Don't know about you, but I feel like a kid in a candy shop. I'm getting a little bit hyperactive, ready for the weekend's game, thinking, oh my God, am I going to see Ronaldo coming out in Old Trafford with Sir Alex Ferguson alongside each other? It will just be heaven watching that.
How are you all actually watching the game?
I'll be in Belfast, so I'll be probably in a pub at Belfast.
You'll probably get the game. I think it's just England and Scotland that don't do it, isn't it? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm subscribed to a overseas. I know I am, honestly. I'm subscribed to an overseas broadcaster.
Really? Yeah.
So I'm covered.
Yeah.
Or just go to Old Trafford and watch the game.
Yes.
Right.
In terms of that question, though, what I was thinking, I know you all said about Donner, but I don't feel like Ollie will give him that chance for the next game. I just have that really weird feeling. I feel like if Fred is going to be dropped, it's going to be Scott, because Scott's back in training again. So I feel like it'll probably be Scott who'll be starting if he does drop Fred.
Actually, to be fair, let's have it right. Ollie's a clever bloke. He knows what he's doing. So for me, I think what he will do is he will think to himself, look, okay, again, you earn the right to play at Man United. Fred has not earned the right to start in this game. So he's got to be dropped. Now, the next in line for me, Scotty Mack has just come back from injury. He then goes on the bench. Right? So for me, he's got to bench Scotty Mack. That gives Scotty Mack, and then he knows, okay, I'm going to get a chance. I might get a chance here. I'm on the bench. Great. So then the only other option for Ollie then is either Matic or Donny van de Beek. And again, this all depends on how we're going to set up in order to feed Cristiano Ronaldo. If he's on there up there on his own, then we're going to need legs in that, even in that defensive part, because we're going to have to keep the play high. We're going to have to play high line in order to keep Newcastle busy in their own half, so that we can keep pinging the ball from left to right, over the top, in between the lines, etc., etc. So can we do that with Matic? Not really, because he'll get caught out if he gets too high up the pitch, and we don't want him keeping our two at the back from getting forward, because they don't want to be ahead of Matic, and then it's just Matic as the last man. That's not going to work. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be an interesting.
That's what my nightmares look like. That just Matic as the last man against anybody.
Yeah, no, can you imagine it? It's like, do you know what? I love Matic. I think he's been an absolute class player for his whole career. He's been great for us. I just wish that there was some kind of miracle, like treatment or something that would just give him legs, even for like a half. You know, if we could get his legs back to when he was 30, what am I on about? When he was like 25.
In his Chelsea days.
Yes, exactly. You know, we would be dead set right now. And
we wouldn't have this issue. We wouldn't have this issue at all. We'd be literally the perfect team because we've got one of the best. We've got the best defence. We've got a top class goalkeeper. We've got the best attack, and then we'd have a world class defensive midfielder because Matic in his prime is brilliant. You can't fault him one bit, and it's just a shame he's a bit too old now.
I always said if Matic was in his prime, we'd definitely win the league, hands down, against anybody.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Hands down. 28-year-old Matic, boom, give us a title now. 3 games in.
You got one of the best. To be honest, as an Arsenal fan, right? You've got one of the best back four. You've got Luke Shaw, probably the best left back in the Premier League, without doubt or shout. You've got Wan-Bissaka, right? Yeah. Probably one of the best right backs in the Premier League. Not the best, but one of the best right backs. You've got Harry Maguire. You finally got someone alongside him now. No more Harry Maguire or Lindelof or anyone like that. Varane and Maguire, right? You've got a very exciting team. I bet for you, Manchester United supporters, it's probably exciting times for you lot. And when is the last time you were quite excited? It feels like you get back to the glory days when you were challenging for the title, winning back-to-back titles. But
exactly,
I've got a question to ask you lot, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Manchester United will win the Premier League this season? Can you compete with Chelsea, Manchester City, and them lot? Have you got the squad, or do you feel like you've missed out on that defensive midfielder? Do you feel that's the actual issue you have? Because you could have got someone like Declan Rice and Didi or Neves. Do you feel if you bring those type of defensive midfielder, if you get a DM in the January transfer window and say if you're like a few points off Man City, will you win the title this season?
Look, for me, we've kept Oren Lingard, we've not sold him. We've got pretty good strength. We've got pretty good strength and depth in the squad. Yeah. And for me, again, if Ole now, because especially with the Ronaldo option, has made this possible now, more so than before. So if Ole starts to now stop thinking, like I said, about worrying about what's going on behind us, and just thinks about creating chances and getting the team up the pitch quickly, right? Like again, taking risks, blah blah. One of Fergie's all-time sort of, that's one of his things that he did as a manager. So he said it's all about taking risks, and that's how it has to be in this game. So, and I think we've got more than enough to say to teams, okay, listen, you know what? Yeah, you might get a couple of chances against us, but we are going to get lots of chances against you because look what we've got up here. And again, that causes the other team to have to consider what it is you've got there. If you go to, it's like any other kind of sport, isn't it? You take certain things with you, like whatever you use in that sport, or race like Formula One, for example, you have to consider the opponent's car. All right, they've made upgrades to it, so we have to consider what we're doing with ours. It's the same, it's exactly the same with football. So for me, yeah, we can. But I would say our biggest chance of a trophy this season is actually the Champions League.
Champions League?
Yes, just simply because of the format in it.
Wow.
The cup, it's a cup run. You look at our squad, it's built for a cup run, mate. It is built for a cup run.
Maybe you can say that because if you think about it, right, Chelsea won the Champions League last season, right? And they weren't even challenging for the Premier League title. When they had Frank Lampard in charge of Chelsea, they were going through thinking, everybody's thinking, nah, they ain't going to get top 4 and all that. And they bought Tuchel, and look at them. They got Champions League football, and they won the Champions League. Maybe you're right in the way that Manchester United could win the Champions League because you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, who has won the Champions League multiple times, right? You've got Jadon Sancho, who's still adapting to Man United, and you've got Varane. And if you could play Donny van Beek to his strengths, get a prime Matic, as what Danny says, maybe you could win the Champions League. In my opinion, I don't think you lot won't win the Champions League. If you can get a defensive midfielder and maybe get a better goalkeeper than David De Gea, you could win the Champions League.
Hold on.
You say better goalkeeper.
Yeah, I just want to put you up on that.
I think De Gea.
Hold on. No, Luca, David De Gea. Right, listen. You don't. It's like, remember in Liverpool last season, and everybody's saying that's it, they're finished. And I said, you were there, Luca, and I said, no, they'll get top 4.
Yeah.
About 8 weeks to go. 8 weeks to go in the season, and everybody's laughing about, what? Are you mad? And I went, no, they'll get top 4, and I explained why. And the thing with David De Gea is he's in a similar situation. It's a confidence issue with him, but now he's got Rafael Varane in front of him and Harry Maguire, and he sees that partnership. Look how well he did in that game, in that last game, David De Gea, and he's going to be.
Saved us.
You need someone like Oblak. That's who you need.
Well, that's all well and good, but as it stands right now, we've got David De Gea, and he's definitely number 1 for me. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but he's definitely number 1.
Not Dean Henderson.
No. Henderson's not got the experience that David Gea's got.
No, but he's still capable of actually doing all good saves and that. I think De Gea's kind of past it a little bit.
With Henderson, he's one for the future. Right now, present. I can't say I like Dean Henderson. Do not get me wrong. I think he's quality, but at this moment in time, putting him next to David De Gea, I really do. Especially now we've got our defensive issues sorted. I don't feel like we should drop David De Gea. If he does flop, knowing he's got Maguire and Varane in front of him, after like halfway through the season, that shows that I say, right, fair enough, put Dean Henderson there. But if, for example, he plays well all season, it will clearly show it's because our centre-back issue, what needed to be resolved, and David De Gea is the man for the job. I'm not saying Dean Henderson is not bad, but he's one for the future, maybe when a year or 2 years, if De Gea decides to move on, or if he retires, whatever the case might be. But for now, I feel like it's David De Gea.
Another thing on Henderson as well, he spent a season at Sheffield United, right? Mm-hmm. It's Sheffield United. Obviously, you're going to have loads of shots coming at you. You're going to be saving them left and right. He's got no experience in the Champions League.
Think about it. We bought the worst goalkeeper in the Premier League. So, who can see 25 goals. So,
Luca, your transfer business has been like the most bizarre.
It's been poor. And I don't know if you guys heard what Edu came out and said the other day. And I think
I've not seen it. Well, what I want to say is we're not supposed to be talking about Arsenal, but quickly I just want to say I don't think Arteta's got a lot of time left. If I'm honest with you,
I genuinely think, in my opinion, right. People say, right, he'll be gone after if we lose to Norwich. Nah, he ain't going nowhere. I reckon he'll go Christmas. If he goes, maybe Christmas.
How can they keep him though when it's just been...
Bruce getting sacked before Arteta?
Everyone them lot don't care. They want to keep Arteta. They think they can trust the process. I understand people might say, he might get sacked because there might be a point where, you know what, we might have to sack him here. But who's going to come in, okay? Because
Conte is available.
He ain't going to come. Stan Kroenke's not going to pay the compensation. Kroenke's not going to pay 15 million quid or whatever, how much is it. He ain't going to come to Arsenal. Conte's one of those managers who wants to see Arsenal be very ambitious. He wants money. If Conte wants to fix Arsenal Football Club up, right, the club where I grew up, which I knew were good, you need at least 200, 300 million, at least. Okay, we spent 49 million, right? But we bought it on the wrong players.
But that's down to the manager, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But
right, I'll go through the comments anyway, because I know I got quite a few comments. We'll go through the comments. Luca, Stephen has got a nice Bruno shirt for you.
No thanks.
Jordan has also said, Luca, Stephen has got a Bruno shirt for you.
What's with the Bruno shirt, mate?
Jason heard Sancho is out. Ronaldo should start with Greenwood and Cavani. Perhaps maybe Ronaldo might start the right then. Who knows?
Sancho was training today, by the way.
Yeah,
full
I
training,
think he had that little bit of a knock, didn't he? Yeah. So maybe he might be match fit though, might for weekend. Who knows though? Michael, Ollie won't play two up front. He's too safe, and we all know this. Jordan has said Sancho is out, yep, but he is in training. So, Jason, everyone in this chat, would you pick Mount over Grealish?
No.
We'll let everyone in the comments decide that. But for me, I would pick Jack Grealish over Mason Mount. And especially if it was down to England, I would go with Jack Grealish because he has well and truly proved himself, whereas Mason Mount hasn't. I will go with Fabrizio Romano. Let's just forget it's early in the season. Arsenal now have a fully fit squad. They're going to make a title charge. Okay, where are you hearing this from? Michael, neither Jason, Bruno wipes the floor with them both. Ankit has said, I really doubt if Ronaldo starts this week, but surely a starter otherwise. Okay. We've got Jason, of course, Michael, Bruno is the man. This is for England. And we've got here, Ankit, Cavani, that's a very good point. Honestly, we've actually done some right steals from PSG, getting 2 world-class strikers out of 3, haven't we? Zlatan and Cavani, oh my God. I just wish we had Cavani 5 years younger as well. We've got Ginchief, hello Belle, how are you? We've got King Tony. Jason Charlie still has his eyes on Stevens' personal, gifted and signed by Fernandez United shirt. If Steven wants to be a part of it now. Jordan has said, yes, Ronaldo, Cavani, Sancho is out. And we have here as well, bath time. Why you all living in a wind tunnel? We have Solo here. Hi, Solo. Thank you for tuning in today.
Solo, man. Long time.
Yeah, man.
Big up to Solo. Thank you very much for your support. Got Anthony here. Hi all. Luca, can you straighten that picture behind you? Thanks, mate.
I was thinking that before, I was looking at it.
What are you going to straighten up right now?
Bath Timer said he would like Dalot to start over Wan-Bissaka. I personally wouldn't. I wanted Dalot to be sold, but
is he still at Man United?
He's still at Manchester United, yes. Bath Timer said Newcastle will play 3-5-2. I think Fred will play. We have Vincent here as well. Hi guys, hello to you too, Vincent. Yes, Vincent. Thanks for tuning in. And we have Michael, Donny, and Matic CM. They deserve a chance. Sick of Fred, not his biggest plan. Vincent, only we will now nil down like it was 20 minutes ago. I think maybe it was on about perhaps the Arsenal game at the time. Bath time, I think we might see Lingard as well to cover Ronaldo's work rate on the left. Yeah, he needs to start Donny and Ronaldo. I know a lot of people are saying they want Donny in the comments. Vincent, you've got more chance of seeing Torts Fridge learning, changing it. And we've actually got an ex-Arsenal manager here.
Good evening, my players. I think good evening, Unai Emery.
Tony, I'm feeling the exact same right now. Like my streams are getting famous. I've got Romano and now I've got Emery. Oh my God. Vincent thinks that Ollie and Fergie will go out with Ronaldo. That would be quite good to see, wouldn't it? King Tony, we're all here. I've got my friend Wenger coming soon. I do not want to see any of the type.
There's a bit of an Arsenal theme going on here, mate, isn't there?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there is. I don't like this Arsenal chat. And we've got hi as well to Adam. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, United have not beaten Arsenal. United have not beaten Arsenal in the Premier League in the last 6 meetings, so it's fine. So
that's about to change.
That said Mason Mount has won the Champions League. Yes, he's won the Champions League, but he's still not proved himself for England, in my opinion, as much as he has won the Champions League. And I'm not going to knock Mason Mount because I actually like Mason Mount as a player and I think he does extremely well for Chelsea, but I don't think he is good enough for England and he doesn't play well for England. So therefore, I would put Jack Grealish on in an attacking midfield, drop Mason Mount, and I'd probably play someone else on the left instead or on the right, whatever is preferred. So I wouldn't start Mason Mount in my opinion. That was in my eyes, but I'll go to the last question what I was going to have, and that was, what is your score prediction? I'll go to you first, Luca. What do you think the score is going to be?
Well, for you lot, I think United will win this very comfortably. I think Manchester United are at Old Trafford. If Cristiano Ronaldo plays, he's going to be so hungry to score. The fans are going to be up for it. I think United will win this very comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0 Manchester United. I can't see Newcastle getting a goal. I think it'll be a very comfortable evening for the new signings, for Manchester United, for the likes of Varane, Sancho, Ronaldo, etc.
Mm-hmm. And before we do say to everybody else's, I have got Wenger in the chat now.
Well, I believe
I have Wenger in the chat, and he has also said Arsenal fans deserve this for wanting me out. What have you done, Luca? Have you been upsetting Wenger?
We have because he's in the chat because we got battered 8-2 against United. So,
and he also said he'll make sure Conte doesn't go to Arsenal.
Well, I believe we must trust the process, and I believe we're on our way to the championship now, and I can't wait to play with Luton next season.
Gillingham away.
Oh God.
Danny, what do you think the score's going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-1, and Ronaldo's going to score 4 goals. He's going to score an own goal as well. Just to mix it up a bit.
Yeah,
one for good measure.
I'll say that, yeah.
I didn't want to hear that one. I didn't want to hear about the own goal.
It's still 4 goals. It's still 4.
Talk, what do you think the score's going to be?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to. I think 4-0, Ronaldo hat-trick, and Greenwood.
For me, I'm going to go for 3-0. I think Ronaldo is going to bag 2. I think Greenwood is going to bag 1. Yeah, that's 3-0. Yeah, I was hoping going to go full for a minute. I'll have to see what everybody else has said in the comments. Vincent has said 5-0, Ronaldo hat-trick.
Wow.
Jason has said 4-0 for me. Bath time, I said 2-0. Wenger has said it will finish 1-1. I'm sorry, Wenger, but I didn't want to know yours. Is that what Arsenal's going to win? Are you talking about Arsenal's score at the weekend? Or are you talking about us?
Against Norwich.
Adam has also fought 4-0. And here's Jason. He thinks Ronaldo's going to score 2, Greenwood 1, and Bruno 1.
Nice.
Yes, so that's very good. Yeah, I like everyone's predictions here. What I'm going to do, I am going to wrap up. Before I wrap up, I would like to know where we can find everybody. I'll start with you, Talk. Where can we find you?
Yeah, usual place, Twitter at iTalkMU, Man United Agenda, Rich Sports, Speedy TV, Football United TV, all over the shop.
Just everywhere.
Yeah, just everywhere.
King of Twitter. Yeah. King of Twitter, king of YouTube, you're king of everywhere, Talk.
Well, I don't know where that's come from, but I'm all over the shop.
Yeah. Danny, where can we find you?
Somewhere here. Is it here?
You want to shout it out?
It's MUFC Dan 07 on Twitter.
Great. And Luca, where can we find you?
Yeah, follow me on YouTube. This is Luca's Life, the one and only, and I'm on 1,139 subs. Currently on the road to 1,200 subscribers. If we get that by November, that would be really appreciated, and it can be done. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You've done well there, Luca. You've done well, mate.
Well, yeah, you've done extremely well, Luca.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, you can all find me here at Devils United. I'll be next doing a stream that's Wednesday. I'll be doing a match reaction for Man United versus Young Boys for the Champions League. That will be at the usual time at 8:30. And then I'll probably do one then next Saturday, which will be a Man United versus West Ham preview. That will be also at 8:30. Please go and subscribe to my channel. I am currently on, when I last checked, 172 subscribers. So everyone, please subscribe. I would love to hit that 200 goal. It would honestly be an absolute dream. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Can I just say as well, I forgot to mention that I'm doing a watch along for the Man United Newcastle game on the Man United agenda on Saturday. So if anybody wants to come and join us, there's going to be me,
Why not, mate?
Matt, Reese, and maybe a Monday. So
basically, he's just going to make everyone jealous that he's got this
What time is the kickoff?
overseas streaming service subscription.
3 o'clock.
yeah, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Mate, get me on, right? And imagine the scenes and the rant of me because Arsenal playing at the same time if we mess up against Norwich. So
Well, I can see that coming, Luca.
Everyone definitely go and tune into that watch along because it is a quality panel. All great people, hands down. Everyone is a great person on there.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed watching that, and that is on the Man United agenda. So if you haven't already, go and subscribe to that channel too. I will see you all now next Wednesday, and until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.